Tonight's homework is pages 109 and 110. It is our Unit 5 review. So the first one says label each item in the box below, and it gives us the words underneath. This first one is a point. The second one is an angle, and if we wanted to be specific, we could say it's an acute angle. The next one is a right triangle because it has that right angle here in this corner. The next ones are parallel lines. Parallel lines, again, will never touch and are always the same distance apart from each other. And then the last one is perpendicular lines because they make that right angle when they cross. Number 2 says circle the polygons. The first one is not a polygon, it's an angle. It does not have at least 3 sides. The second one is not a polygon because it's curved. This one is a polygon. The next is not a polygon, even though it has 3 or more sides and they're straight. There's an opening, and because of that opening, it is not a polygon. The next one is not a polygon because of that curve. And is a polygon, looks kind of crazy, but it's got all straight lines, it's closed, and it has more than three or more sides. Number 3, circle the polygons in the box below that have exactly 1 line of symmetry. The first one doesn't have any. The second one does have symmetry, but it's got 3. I can go from every point across, so that won't work. The trapezoid only has 1, and it's right down the middle. The diamond would have more than 1. I could go down the middle and across, so it has 2, so I can't circle that one. And this last one that looks kind of like a crown only has 1 straight down the middle. And number 4, a right angle measures 90 degrees. A square has all right angles. Circle the correct word to make each statement true. An acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. And an obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees. On to the back. An example of each angle. So that acute angle we just said is less than 90 degrees. Now I want to make sure I have my vertex and my arrows on the end. A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees. So we have that box in the corner, but we still have that vertex point. And an angle that measures about 120, that's obtuse. It looks about like. Number 6. An ant walked around a rectangular garden. One side of the garden was 16 feet long, the other side was 23 feet. How far did the ant walk? And they give us a clue. It's perimeter because we heard the word around. So I'm going to draw it. And this side is 23 and this side is 16. So I'm going to do 16 times 2, or 16 plus 16, which is 32. And 23 times 2, or 23 plus 23, which is 46. And then I'm going to add 32 plus 46. I got 78 feet for my perimeter. The next question says, what is the area? So we want to multiply 16 times 23. I'm going to set up that area model to multiply because we haven't really done a lot of 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So I'm going to have 23 and I'm going to have 16. So 10 times 20 is 200. 10 times 3 is 30. 20 times 6 is 120. And 3 times 6 is 18. So then I'm going to add up my parts. 200 plus 120 plus 30 plus 18. I get 8, 6, and 3. So I get 368 square feet as my area. And then we get to the challenge. It says Clover is mowing her backyard. Her backyard is a rectangle. One side is 60 feet long, and the other side is 25 feet long. Oops, 25 feet long. It took Clover 30 minutes to mow half of her backyard. What is the area of the space that Clover mowed? So if I cut her yard in half, I think 60 is easier to cut in half, so I'm going to cut it in half this way. And half means this side's 30 and this side's 30. So to find the area of this half that she mowed, I'm going to do 25 times 30. And that's an extended fact, so I'm going to ignore that 0 for a second and do 25 times 3. And I can either do it traditionally or I can just think of money. If I have 3/4 and I have 75, and then I bring that 0 back down, so 750 square feet was the area of the half that she mowed. That was tonight's homework. That's a good review of all of our vocabulary and area and perimeter for our test.